Hey guys, welcome back to another Collingwood review on the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the clash between the Crows and the Pies that occurred yesterday at the Adelaide Oval. Let's get straight into the review. Firstly I just want to say sorry about a little bit of a late review than normal. Hopefully this won't occur again. But it may, because I just realised that we play again on Sunday, so it might be another late review next week as well. Hopefully I can get it out a little bit earlier. But yeah, that's just how this happened. Obviously we got the result in a clutch 1 point win against the Crows, which I did tip. If you haven't seen my tipping video, go check it out. I tipped Collingwood by a point, and well, somehow it occurred. And yeah, I guess the big thing about that game was Adelaide didn't take their chances, and we were pretty atrocious for a majority of that game, and definitely did not deserve to win the game. That's for sure. Adelaide kicking 7 goals, 16. We kicked 8 goals, 11. But yeah, very interesting. That's for sure. A few things that definitely went our way, and a few things that definitely didn't go our way. Nathan Kruger, I want to start, was subbed out of the game fairly early, so it really messed up our ruck and forward, possessions, and we had to fix that pretty quickly by our sub Will Kelly playing him forward. Another thing, and Kruger's also done his ribs, so he's probably going to be out for a significant time. Obviously, another thing that didn't go our way were the free kick count. The Adelaide umpiring is absolutely atrocious. One of the worst games I've seen that's been umpired in a very long time. But obviously, it doesn't really matter because we did get the results. But it would have been a little bit annoying if we didn't get the result, because I'd blame it on the umpires, of course. Craig did say post game, I guess he tried to be pretty nice to them, but yeah, there was a few calls that were obviously horrible when Murphy had his blood rule and the Ash Johnson high in the goal square, calls that probably could have cost us the game if we weren't amazing in the final few minutes, I guess. There was a few players that really stepped up. I guess the biggest one was Darcy Moore. He was incredible. He played sick, and he was fantastic too, which didn't really make too much sense, really, seeming he was sick. So I would have loved to see how he would have gone if he wasn't sick. Another few players that really stepped up was Josh Dacos. Now, he's had a brilliant season, incredibly underrated, even better than last season. But yeah, he was fantastic again, and he kicked a goal in the final quarter too, a really big goal to get us back into the game. I definitely thought, like last week, he was the one who shifted momentum, with help, of course, from his brother Nick. Still side bottom, obviously, apart from kicking the match-winning point. He's just continued his impressive start to the season. He was absolutely phenomenal in this game, and probably one of his best performances I've seen in a while as well. And the other one was John Noble, obviously kicking the big goal in the end, in the final 3 minutes of the game. He was fantastic. In a game where we needed someone to step up off half-back, that wasn't Nick Dankos, who got tagged for majority of the game. John Noble definitely stood up and took that role. Few players as well that weren't amazing for all 4 quarters, but definitely had their patches. DeGoey had a very good second and fourth quarter, that's for sure. Brody Myercheck also had a very good second quarter. He kicked 3 goals for the game, so yeah, another good result. Billy Frampton had a really good second half. Obviously won the 26 hitouts, kicked a goal, being our first goal of the game as well against his former team. He played very well. Also, Jamie Elliott had a good quarter. Jack Crisp was pretty good, I thought, as well. And Tom Mitchell had a really good fourth quarter as well. But yeah, obviously Adelaide didn't take their chances. And well, we got a lucky one in the end, but it's just brilliant being on top of the ladder. Being first, um, being the only team with 6 wins to start the season, a win ahead of everyone. We've got Sydney this week, and they haven't been in great form either, so I guess most people would probably be tipping us to win that game and move to 7-1. But yeah, like I said before, like these past 3 games have all been losable, but we've managed to win them amazingly, thanks to some clutch moments. But yeah, big results against the Saints, Dons, and the Crows. We've got the 2 Sydney teams in Sydney and GWS, and then round 10 we obviously got the big clash against Carlton, and then round 11 we've got a Sunday Arvo footy game against North, which should be interesting, that's for sure. So yeah, very very interesting next month ahead, and yeah, hopefully we can beat Sydney. It is at Melbourne too. I want to add. We haven't played them there for in a home and away season since like 2013. So I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure. And I hope we can get the job done. I also hope that I'm pretty sure Pendlebury's all right. I hope Cox is okay for this one. But if not, probably, hopefully, the next. Yeah, I don't know about Cox's fitness. Probably a bit of a 50-50 to play in this one. Definitely, I don't know about definitely, but hopefully he can definitely play against GWS because we're going to need him soon, that's for sure. The other one that's also closing in on a return, who we could use is Aiden Begg. We still don't really have a proper ruckman. Billy Frampton's absolutely killing it, don't get me wrong, but it would be nice just to have a supporting ruck in there. And Aiden Begg, I believe, is fit for this game against Sydney, so we could play him. He hasn't played in the VFL for a long time, obviously, with his back complaint, but he's another one we might play for the next game. I hope you enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for my review next week against Sydney. And yeah.